Hello, guys. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, if you're a returning viewer, thanks for returning. I hope you have subscribed already. If you're a new viewer, thanks for coming by. And make sure you subscribe because I know you will enjoy the materials on this channel. So, today we are at the University of Notre Dame in the US. This is one of the most beautiful universities in the United States. We also have at least two people from this channel, two or three people from this channel who got into this university this year, presently studying master's and PhD courses at this university. So here you are in safe hands when it comes to applying to this university, applying for their application fee waiver on their English test waivers that we'll be looking at shortly. And then, of course, different funding for their different master's and PhD courses at this University of Notre Dame. So let's begin with the application fees. So applicants are expected to pay $75 for application fees. However, there are fee waivers for those who cannot afford the application fee. And these fee waivers are given on different bases. And the most popular is on the basis of need or financial hardship. There are others like US citizenship or in the armed forces or some other criteria, but I think this would be sufficient for most of you watching. So, how do you apply for the waiver? There is a step by step indicator here on how to apply and how to get your $75 waived and save the money for something else. And I think you have to wait for at least 7 business days for the processing and for the approval. So make sure you put in your documents on time before the application deadline. So you're not caught unawares and say, oh, my application or my request for a waiver is still in process, but then the application deadline has passed. So make sure you do it on time. And most of those, or even all of those I know who applied last year for a waiver, got it. So it is not a very difficult process. Just follow the steps written here. And better still, you can also send an email to the department you're intending to apply to and tell them of your worry. That's another way of also getting waivers at Notre Dame University. So it's possible application fee can be scrapped. You pay zero and nothing. So let's talk about English language test. So you know the different tests, the IELTS or the TOEFL or even Duolingo, and they have like their test minimums and things like that. But if you've studied already in the English language, you can just even get this test waived as well. And it's actually written here in the frequently asked question section of their website. And it says here, English is not my native language, but it was the primary language of instruction at my previous college. Do I need to take an English proficiency test? And here is the answer. The graduate school will waive the TOEFL IELTS Duolingo requirement for non-native English speakers who spent a minimum of 2 academic years at an academic institution whose primary language of instruction was English. This is the main sentence here. So if you studied in a university outside the US, outside the UK, but you were taught entirely in English language, so you qualify for a waiver. And I said, if this is not clear, if it is not obvious, you can always send an email to the registrar's office to make a case to confirm that your undergraduate degree was taught in English language. And with that, you get a waiver. You do not need to submit the IELTS or the TOEFL, not even Duolingo. So let's move on. So we've talked about application fees already, but this is just to reinforce what we said earlier about how the school grants or whether the school grants application fee waivers or not. The simple answer is yes. Just follow the steps I told you about on this website. So if you get to Notre Dame website, just type here on the search bar whatever you're looking for, and they send you a list of different recommendations, whether it's English language proficiency, whether it's application fee waivers, whatever you're looking for, you get there. So let's move to the programs, the different graduate programs. So I must say that different programs might have slightly different requirements. So it is important that you check the specific requirement for the program you intend to apply for. So what applies for one program will not apply for another. So the fact that one program is scrapping one exam doesn't mean the other program is also scrapping that exam. So please check for the course you're interested in. And I'll be showing you a number of examples for different courses to show you the varieties I'm talking about. So Dan, this is the School of Architecture, Faculty of Architecture. You can see of business and the courses under. You can see College of Arts and Letters, the Business School, the College of Engineering, College of Sciences. I think someone here, or two people actually from this channel, got into the Biological Sciences program just this year, with wonderful funding covering tuition, stipend, and insurance. I think one other person also got here to the School of the Masters of Global Affairs as well, in the Global Affairs faculty. And this is their law faculty as well. So I checked quickly. I checked for the engineering department and I went to electrical engineering just to get a feel of what they're talking about. And it sent me to this page. And you can see here that there's a fall deadline for the 12th of December. And there's actually a spring deadline for the 1st of November. So for spring, it means you're entering like April, March, April next year. For fall, it's usually August, September next year. And most times there's more funding for fall than for spring, in most universities at least, in most universities. So look at the application requirements. The GRE is recommended but not required. I think this is a little bit tricky because if you want to put a competitive application, I think it is highly recommended that you take this exam because you do not know the pool of application they will get. You do not know what other people are bringing in, and these positions are competitive. The deal maker or the deal breaker might just be this exam, this GRE. So if you can take it, please take it and pass with a good score. So we've talked about the IELTS or the TOEFL already. You can get it waived. CV, the transcript. So for your bachelor's transcript, remember this is a master's, or this is a PhD rather. This is a PhD course. And they're not asking for your master's transcript. They're asking for your bachelor's degree transcript. So what does this mean? You can move directly from a bachelor's, from a BSc or a BA to a PhD in most courses in the US. I'll take that again. You can move directly from a bachelor's program to a PhD, directly to a PhD, without doing a master's, because most of these PhD programs contain an embedded master's. So if you're interested in electrical engineering, for instance, and you have a bachelor's transcript, you have a bachelor's degree, you can apply directly for a PhD. Of course, statement of intent or statement of purpose. Why do you intend to study this course? What is your career aspiration? What's your background? What's your future aspirations? So things like that. And then recommendation letters. But let me just take you through how exactly do you apply if you're interested in this course. So we've gone to this is the course website here, the particular web page dedicated to this course. Of course, I got the website from here. And so this is it. And then we'll go to admissions requirements and see what they have for us. So this reiterates what we've seen earlier. Undergraduate degree, GRE recommended. We've talked about TOEFL, IELTS, talked about the CV, transcript, and the other things. And here you can see full tuition scholarships for PhD students, generous 12-month stipend, and health insurance. So it covers everything. So for fall, you're targeting December 15th. So how do you apply? Do you need to contact professors? What do you need to do? So most times I say before you contact professors, you want to check the frequently asked questions section and see whether they say anything about contacting professors. Because to be honest, for most departments, if they think your profile is good enough, they attach you or they match you automatically by themselves with the relevant professor. Some other universities, you have to actively contact professors. So here it was stated that you're welcome to reach out to the faculty and introduce yourself. But in practice, most faculty do not reply to such introductions. So you see, you're allowed to contact professors, but you might not get a response. Since admission decisions originate with a faculty member, you should identify the faculty advisors you wish to work with on both your application and in your statement of intent. So look at what you're saying here. Check the staff page, check the faculty page, and see those working in your area of interest. So you can send them an email. If you do not get a response, it's not a problem. You can still submit your application, but mention their names in your statement of purpose. That, oh, I like this man's research. He has done this. He has done that. He has done that. Or I like this professor's research. He has done A, B, C, D, and I've also actually contacted him as well. So you have to mention their names, even though you didn't get a response from them in the first place. So they went further to help applicants connect with faculty members. The department holds several online Zoom information events during the fall, October to December. So you could also check here. This is a way of getting um, hold of some of the professors. So you can see it here. Check for your own departments and see what they mean. Of course, there's also information here on how to get the application fee waivers. So remember to check the faculty page, as we said, or as they said, so you know the names of professors that you'd mention in your statement of purpose in your application when you're applying. So you check their profile and see what they are doing. So we can quickly check on other departments before we go. So let's choose one from, let's say, political science. Let's go to political science. And this is political science department. And it is stated here that the deadline is on the 8th of December, and GRE is not accepted, not required. So thank God you don't have to take any exam. So we've talked about the TOEFL and the IELTS exemption already. The normal CV, statement of intent, recommendation letters. And here they also say writing samples, like a paper you've written or your project or 10 papers. You could put some of them forward. So let's go to the particular web page dedicated to political science. So you can read it here. See, there are different subfields of political science. For instance, I'm in comparative politics and I've checked it out already. And faculty members and things like that. So let's see, how do we apply for this? How do we apply for this course? So we'll go to apply for PhD program. And once again, read the instructions. So here it's saying 7th of December. So you can see the documents once again. We've talked about the application fee already, how to get it waived. And GRE not required, thank God. So we move on. What about financial support? So it says here that political science offers generous financial aid packages to its PhD students and is committed to maintaining comfortable and productive assistance for entering students. So guaranteed support, tuition plus fellowship, lasts for 5 full years to PhD. Students who are making satisfactory progress towards the degree. So, for the 5 years of your PhD at this university, you wouldn't need to lift a financial muscle because everything will be taken care of for you. So, that's good news. So, do you need to contact professors and things like that? And probably let's rush to their frequently asked question section. See. So, this is it here, the general information on what you think you can get and things like that. Probably check here as well that if you need to reach out to professors, and you get all of this information here. So this is basic information about deadlines, statement of purpose, how long should it be, writing sample, whether there's a spring intake, and is a faculty mentor required for admission. So this is the relevant one about whether to look for a professor or not. And the answer here is that no, applicants are not required to have an agreed faculty advisor for the dissertation before being admitted. However, applicants should make sure there is sufficient overlap between their own interest and those of the faculty to support their research and eventually form a dissertation committee. So you know what they're saying. It's just similar to what they said in the other department. You do not need the supervisor's blessing before you apply. However, you have to make sure that there are supervisors in that department or in this department who are working in areas of research that you intend to work in, because you need people to guide you when you get in. If there's nobody in the department interested in your area of research, then there is no support. So I hope that is clear. So it's good again to check their faculty page and see what different people are doing there and see how you can link your work to theirs or theirs to yours, as the case may be. And there's, of course, how to request application fee waiver once again here. And it takes you back to the page we began and the same information on how to get your fee waived. So in this university, you can apply without paying nothing, without paying anything for your application fee. And some departments, as we've seen, will waive the GRE, and of course, the TOEFL, the IELTS, the English test are also waived if you've already studied in the English language for at least 2 years. And that's it, guys. I hope this was useful. Master's PhD opportunities at Notre Dame University. So we have 2 or 3 people in this university already. If I have a screenshot, I think I'll post it somewhere. So it is not magic. Just put your head down, get to work. And as usual, we cannot wait to celebrate you. The application season is upon us, and try to catch at least one of these scholarships flying around. This is my YouTube channel, and there are several opportunities already flying around. And we'll see you at the top sooner than later. Bye bye for now. Don't forget to subscribe.